and the little birds are nesting, and I listen to them coo. There's two lonesome people in the whole wide world.
So hello everybody and welcome to Miskatonic Radio's Streamlands. It is week 5. I'm Dane and this is Harrison. We are here doing the point of no return in the Dreamlands. So for anybody who hasn't seen the other episodes, we've been running through both ends of the Streamlands, or the, the Dreamlands, that's going to be a habit, starting with us over in the Web of Dreams. And then Dan and Ben, the other part of Miskatonic University Radio, have been running through the Dream Quest. They just completed Search for Gadath last week, and we're here this week again with Point of No Return. Our investigators, we've got Ursula and Zoey. They've been chugging along. Last week we we did pretty well, right? In A Thousand Shapes of Horror, we were able to get down to the bottom of the basement.
Found a silver key.
Yep, we found a silver key, and we evaded the house that was very sad we didn't stay with it. And we are now in the underworld, which is very different from petting cats and going on magical cruises and adventures in the Dreamlands, which is exactly what Ben and Dan get to do. So today, we wanted to start off with just going through our decks, our mentality between upgrading them. So last I got 7 experience. Harrison had 8 experience because he let a specific god sort things out. Let's go over the deck list so that we can show what we've been up to.
All right.
So do you want to pull it up over in OBS?
Yes, I will.
Perfect. Okay. So this is my deck. I included a very detailed description on kind of my thoughts about how I'm going through upgrading everything. So for this time, my second upgrade, my first upgrade was kind of a correctional upgrade because we did originally draft these decks using Discord user Jack and Zan's Arkham Draft program, module, app. We were kind of on a back foot in that we were trying new things. We were seeing if things worked just purely based off of the draft and how that went. So I found some things that didn't work. I found some things that I wanted more of. Eventually, I came to the list that you see here. So the first upgrade was more of a correctional upgrade to just kind of get my doubles of everything, my play sets of things in the deck. Fix like maybe economy issues. I didn't really get anything that gave me a lot of economy. I think I had emergency cash originally, but I prefer Crack the Case. Synergizes better with Crystallizer, which is in the list here, which was my ultimate goal, was to just have the most cool Crystallizer deck I've ever seen, because I love Crystallizer. But this second upgrade went strictly towards making the deck more consistent. So I was able to get an Archaic Glyphs, just one copy of the upgraded Guiding Stone version of the Archaic Glyphs, which for those of you who don't know, when you go to investigate, you can trigger it as when you would investigate, or I guess it's an investigate action rather, and you spend a charge. I believe it gets 3 on it when you play it, and for every 2 points you succeed the investigation by, you get an additional clue. So it's a way to suck up a whole ton of clues really quickly. This is good for problematic places where there might be like 2 times the number of investigator clues, where I just want to get everything all in one swoop and keep chugging because I'm Ursula. And it also triggers off of Ursula's ability. So after she moves to a connecting location, I can take an investigate action, or just any location for that matter. So I thought that might be really good to shore up the weakness of Zoey not actually being able to do a lot of cluing in the group. So I did that, and I also got a grotesque statue. Being Ursula, she's able to grab relics of all shapes and sizes. Grotesque statue is fantastic for succeeding on a critical test. Archaic Glyphs, I feel like, are pretty critical tests. If I'm trying to get 3 or 4 clues in a one swoop, I'm going to use that charge, pull out 2 chaos tokens, so even if I get the auto fail, odds are I probably won't fail by that much. So, Crystallizer again, synergizing with Archaic Glyphs, things like Shortcut, Sketches, Crack the Case, all donating towards the cause of getting a really big Archaic Glyphs turn. So that was the mentality. It wasn't a huge shift in upgrades or anything like that. I'm looking to the future to maybe get another grotesque statue and then maybe some other things to help synergize there.
Cool.
So, Harrison, what did you do with the Zoe deck?
Let me just pull this up. There we go.
We were gone. You didn't even see us.
We're back. So Zoe's a little bit easier to kind of upgrade. You know, she's only really interested in doing a lot of killing. So
In the name of God.
in the name of God. I added some cards that kind of helped some of the problems that I ran into in the previous scenarios, like limping along. So I replaced a dodge with Peter Sylvester. I do have a charisma, but I did see a lot of good work with 2 beat cops out. So
Yeah, they did a lot of work for you.
hopefully they'll be able to make an appearance this time. Peter Sylvester unupgraded isn't as great as I had thought, but maybe not worth the splash. I still have. I mean, I wasn't able to figure out what to do with one of the Dunwich 5 slots since I got rid of it. So let's see. I took out an interrogate to add 2 safeguards.
That's right.
With Ursula moving around so fast, and what I know about the scenarios that we have, there's big maps. So hopefully I'll be able to get them out so that Ursula could drag Zoe along and she can do what she does best. I'm upgrading an enchanted blade, just because I have upgraded guns and everything like that. But yeah, with the dodge, I do hope that maybe next time I'll think about upgrading some accessories. I didn't add it here, but Zoe is in possession of the silver key.
Oh, that's right.
So which is nice. And I do like Zoe's cross, but I think that I'll keep that out. But I do have the hollowed mirror as well, so it's going to be tough to kind of figure out which one to use. But I think maybe Relic Hunter might be next in line, but we'll just have to see.
Get it to be Zoe 2 Chains.
Yep. Yeah, so that's that.
So during the interlude last time, I guess it would be worth mentioning that Ben and Dan did get the cat. We felt like we were doing pretty all right. We kind of cruised through the first 2 scenarios. I guess it got a little tight with Harrison. In the first scenario, Harrison lost most of his deck to an encounter card. And by lost, I mean like get removed from the game, almost went crazy, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
My cat just sneezed. And he almost died there, but we pulled through. And then the second one we did considerably better, I think. We weren't really in jeopardy of dying or anything like that. And so we're feeling good. We're feeling okay. So we figured that the cat might serve Ben and Dan better over in the dream world. So right now we're catless, and we're heading into the next scenario.
Point of no return.
Yeah. One thing I did want to mention too, though, we've been trying to upgrade the stream every time we go. We got this playmat here so that it's less visual clutter. We've been trying to figure out what would be the best way to show everything for you guys. So if anybody has any like recommendations on if you guys stream, what the best methods to do are. I mean, I sleeve all my cards, including the encounter cards. So one of the things that we wanted to do was take all the encounter card sleeves off because it's easier for you guys to view. Obviously less protection for them, but we're only streaming this once, and if we're going to be going back to it, we can always put them back on and then take it back off again. So if any of you guys have any recommendations, we can always come back to it and upgrade even further. So we appreciate you guys for watching.
Okay.
But anyway,
do you want to start?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. So previously on Point of No Return, or on the Web of Dreams, Randolph survived the descent.
He did.
So we get to intro 2.
Lucky man.
Was there an interlude between? No.
No, there's no interlude. We got an extra squid in the bag, I think.
We got a skull for in the other scenario.
Yeah.
You get skulls as you drift deeper into sleep, and the same is the case here.
Dan says use a 3D camera, and I'll put on 3D glasses.
All right.
Noted.
Gotta find it. Intro 2. You finally reach the Dreamlands, but it's not as you expected. This cyclopean underworld is far from the wondrous lands and fabulous cities described in Virgil Gray's writings. Perhaps another author ventured this far underground, never found the horrors that lurked beneath the surface of the Dreamlands. You suspect he would not have left out tales of such a spine-chilling nature. As you venture into the dark, barren realm, you raise your concerns with Randolph. It's clear that we're further from your companions than we intended, he affirms. However, if I may offer another sentiment, perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. Clearly, the underworld has something to do with the creatures invading our reality. I suggest we investigate further while we have the chance. We can return to the surface of the Dreamlands once we have discovered the truth. You ask Randolph if he has any leads, and he steps into the edge of a jagged cliff overlooking the cavernous realm below. I've been here before, he says quietly, getting his bearings. Those walls in the distance belong to the city of Gugs. To the south is a stretch of plains that looks over the vale below. The plain is where the ghouls live. Perhaps there we can learn more. You raise your doubts aloud, wondering if such creatures are even capable of peaceful conversation. They are more intelligent than you think, and could be quite helpful if we convince them to aid us. In fact, there is one I count among my friends, an artist by the name of Richard Pickman. If we are fortunate enough to find him, that might be our best chance. You still have your doubts, but at least now you have a plan. Whether or not it's a good plan remains to be seen. So we did the setup, and we have no damage on our scenario card. Do you want to talk about the spooky symbols?
Oh, yeah. Well, first, let me get this out of here. All right, so we've got point of no return, easy standard. Skills are minus X, where X is the amount of damage on this card, which will be relevant at some point. Hood is reveal another token if you fail. After this test ends, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Terrible. Tablet is +1. The black cat helps you navigate through the death fire. If this token is revealed during an investigation and you succeed, draw 1 card. Death fire doesn't sound great. And then finally, squid, -3. If you fail by 2 or more, choose a ready enemy at your location or connecting locations. That enemy moves to your location, engages you, and makes an immediate attack. Basically, fin weakness, right? Like, let's be real.
Yikes. We do have 2 of those in the bag, so.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great. And no tablets either. So no cats coming to help us.
So let's. Yeah. Do you want to?
That was the whole thing?
That's it.
We don't get any friends or anything like that at the beginning?
No.
All right. Let's read the agenda and act here. So I guess, there are actually 2 different acts here. Wasn't sure, does it tell you to advance to a specific one?
Yes, that's right.
If X, then Y?
No. We are supposed to use version 2.
Version 2. Version 1's not cool enough. Second is the best. All right. Agenda 1A, a sinister realm. The underworld is a cavernous realm, almost another world unto itself. Its ceiling is so far in the distance that it might as well be a somber, overcast sky. The walls of the caverns are dimly lit by a flickering gray light with no apparent source. You wander through the twisting catacombs in search of the way forward, but you can't shake the feeling that you're being followed. I feel like half the time in this game you're being followed by something horrible. Act 1A, explore entering the underworld, version 2. You've succeeded in reaching the Dreamlands, but this is not quite what you expected. You're in the underworld, and it will take some work for you to find your bearings in this sinister place. Forced. After an enemy with 1 or more clues on it is defeated, take control of each of those clues.
Ooh.
Isn't that like a normal rule anyway? Objective, find Richard Pickman. You'll be instructed when to advance.
Nice.
We have to find this Mr. Pickman.
Things are coming up, Zoe.
Not like Olimar Pickman.
Hopefully
considerably more sinister Pickman.
Maybe Zoe will be able to get some clues this way.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give this to you to cut.
There we go.
In order to be off to the races. Oh, wait, we need money. We don't have any money. Some money for you.
Don't need that.
Money for me. All right, so we got $5 here.
You want to cut me? Thank you.
All right. So you're the lead investigator, right?
Yeah, I think you've been the lead investigator.
Well, so I'll mulligan first. All right, so what do we got here? We got starting off with some of my favorite cards in the deck. So we got our Archaic Glyphs is definitely a keep. This card is basically what I'm looking for throughout the whole game. Fieldwork, again, another incredible, indispensable card for Ursula. Something that'll help synergize with the Archaic Glyphs to get that big buff. We've got Working the Hunches, which will be better later. I think I really want my Crystallizer out first for them to happen. Randolph Carter is a really good ally. However, I think that I really want Milan more. Although I feel like if I can't find Milan in these 3 cards, I'm going to be really sad that I don't have a friend. So I know I'm keeping these 2. I'm going to pitch the Working a Hunch and the other Working a Hunch. I mean, he's going to get me to other things. It's just I'm not going to really have a lot of economy without... I basically depend on Milan for my part of the economy anyway, so... He does give a lot of good soak and another int, though. Or not int, will. I guess this time we'll keep him. If I run into a Milan, I'll happily play Milan, but we'll keep Randolph. Oh wait, no, these don't go to the top. So I go 1, 2. We get an Unexpected Courage and a Crack the Case. Perfect. So
Good for money.
Yeah, we were worried about money. We've got to crack the case.
Okay. I do a bunch of events. And a beat cop. I know I want to try to get Safeguard out and weapon. I might do full mono, but I'm wondering if I should keep the beat cop. I have another one, but
he is a really good card. But I don't know what you're looking for specifically right now. Probably a weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, he is kind of a weapon.
I think I might keep him and just hope for the best for the next 4 cards.
That's good to me.
So, not great.
So
I do have like Godsword
okay.
them out, which is going to be dead in my hand for a while.
Nice.
Emergency cash would give me enough money so that beat cop doesn't cripple me. And
hey, there we go.
Daring will get me some cards. So
you got a small favor. You can off some gugs maybe with it.
All right. So not the best start, but we will work it.
Oh, notably, dodge is a new thing, right? You swapped out Peter for a dodge.
Yeah.
Which will help damage mitigation and all that.
No weapons.
That's sad. So, do we start in the Vaults of Zin, or do we start
on the Vaults of Zin? Yep. And most of these locations are veiled, which means that if we get the last clue on them, that we get to flip them and read the story side.
Keep these a little this way. I have a sneaking suspicion that things are gonna snake out that way.
The City of Gugs is not veiled, but you flip it over and resolve the text when you go into it. Okay. Ready? I don't have any real set up.
No Safeguard too, man. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Do you think you should draw for it? You know what? In case I run into an enemy, in case something horrible happens, maybe I should go first.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get this back a little bit. I'm tempted to play this Archaic Glyphs and just get both of these clues now if I can. But I'm definitely playing Randolph first.
We only have 5 before the next agenda, so we should go.
Oh, 5
quick.
threshold? Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping to get a Pathfinder, but we got neither of our movement things. Let's see. So Randolph. I could also consider not playing anything. And then just like investigate. If I get both clues, I get to crack the case. And then put both of these things down next turn. Let's go with an investigate here, I think. We'll just do Randolph. I mean, if we get the Squid Boy, we'll get even more. So let's go with an investigate. We'll go 5 to 3. Can I have the bag?
Sure.
Thank you. Skull.
-0. -0.
Minus is the number of damage on that card, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So Skull, nothing horrible. So I'll take a clue for Ursula. Sadly, Milan. No Milan to pay me. I think we'll go again. I don't really need either of these cards out right now. Sadly, not going to trigger. Ooh.
Elder Sign.
See, I was just about to say, sadly, not going to trigger Ursula's ability this turn, but Elder Sign effect. +1 after this test ends, you may move to a connecting location.
Oh, great.
Talk about benevolent. So I get this clue.
And it's veiled, so...
It is veiled. I can flip it now. I will also crack the case here. Do you want any money? You have a cash, right?
I would, yeah, and I'm gonna play it, so unless you...
I would like to take the 3 just because I have a lot to set up.
Yeah.
But I could take 2 and you could take 1 if you'd like.
No, take the 3. I
Okay.
don't have any weapons to spend the money
All right.
on.
We crack the case.
All right. Ghastly tunnels. Hisses and uncanny voices pursue you through this web of darkened, intersecting tunnels. You believe that myriad paths might lead all the way to the surface of the Dreamlands, considering the vastness of this network of caverns. It's a wonder you could even find your way back to where you started. However, you're not alone when you emerge. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a gassed enemy, and spawn it here, exhausted, and with a clue on it. Shuffle the encounter deck, and then flip this card back over. So you need to pull a gassed out.
Sounds great. As long as it's not engaged with me.
Not engaged with anybody, it's exhausted.
Oh, he's tired. He had a big day. So a gassed enemy? Are there any other ghasts? Oh, we got the Gug!
All right.
We got the big Dug. Dan will be excited to know that there is a big Gug in the encounter deck.
And Gas and Gugs don't get along, so...
No. I'm on the side of the Gugs, man. Gugs for life.
Yeah, the Gugs are very cute. Alright, so...
Alright, so, and put a clue on him too, it said, right?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I could just start bashing at him. And then, yeah.
Alright, so I do have to resolve the other end of my Elder Sign
finish
here.
that up.
So, if I go here, I have to flip it immediately and resolve the text on the other side. That might be scary. The Plane of the Ghouls says, Gug enemies cannot enter Plane of the Ghouls. If the Gug enemy would spawn at Plane of the Ghouls, spawn it into the City of Gugs instead. So what are our spooky symbols here? -3 if you fail by 2 or more. Ready. Enemy at your location, connect location. Engages me and attacks, which Randolph could tank if I did that.
The squid could...
These are all pretty bad.
Gib Gub.
Gib Gub. I guess I'll move here because something bad might happen to me if I move to the City of the Gugs right now. And then we'll go 4 to 5 with my free Ursula Investigate here.
And Gugs can't enter here.
Yeah, we'll go 4 to 5. If we fail, nothing bad will happen, right? That's how Arkham Horror works.
So previously on
Streamlands.
The Point of No Return, I think I pulled out a beat cop.
Nice. He's here.
Okay.
He's ready.
And I will bash at it.
So you're at a 5 to 2. Oh wait, he's unengaged, right?
I can smash at him, right? Or I don't have to engage him, do I?
I think you have to engage him because he's not engaged with anybody.
Oh, okay.
You could just shoot him for now and do something else.
Shoot him? You mean
With
him?
with B-Cup, yeah. It's up to you. You could also just get...
Well, I mean, I'd be getting a clue, so I'll pull him on me, right?
Get him.
So B-Cop, pull him on me, then attack him.
Mm-hmm. And you get $1.
Oh, yes, that's right. Money. And so I'm at 5 to 2. And it's -3, so I pass. And give him a damage. And I'll just go ahead and give the damage to the beat cop so that I can just kill him.
So you can finish him off?
Yeah. Alright.
Cool.
So he's dead, and I get a clue. That might
Rest
be
in
the
peace.
first clue that Zoe picked up this whole campaign.
No, you've gotten a couple, I think.
Alright. So that's it. Oh, darn it. I meant to commit a cantrip to it, but oh well. Cool. I'm ready.
Cool. So, We flip enemy phase. There are no enemies. Thank you, Zoe.
You can fight unengaged enemies. That's what I thought.
You can?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Can I draw a card?
Then you have another action.
I'll draw a card. Look at that. All right, upkeep.
Thank you, friend in chat.
Thank you.
Upkeep, draw a card. Gain no money. Oh, man. Thank you so much for that money. Because I can just dump my whole hand right now. And it'll be great.
Okay. Where's the Doom? Oh.
Doom is over here. Mythos phase, add a Doom. And we got spooky cards.
For you.
I think I shuffled this.
You must have shuffled it whenever you pulled
Oh,
the
yeah, I
gas
pulled
out.
the gas out. That's right, that's right. Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. This may or may not be a horrible decision.
Is this a surge?
No, but it's a peril. So you can't influence. I have got Whispers of Hypnos. I will choose a skill, one of the 4 skills. For the remainder of the round, each investigator gets -2 to the chosen skill. Cannot choose a skill that has already been chosen by a copy of this effect this round. I'm going to choose Agility.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to choose... well, let's do Will. For the remainder of the round, yeah. I'm going to choose Will.
Okay.
Do you have Will test?
I think that's the best one. We don't really have will tests that we're gonna. I'm honestly just gonna play 3 things. So.
Okay. And it's until the end of the round, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we are crippled with Will and Agility.
Yeah. Not doing great in the head and feet kind of way.
All right.
So I'm honestly just gonna play 3 things. It's not a very exciting turn.
Go ahead.
It's exciting for me, I guess. But so I'm gonna play an Archaic Glyphs. So we'll get this boy out. Archaic Glyphs. Spend a charge. It comes in with 3 charges on it. And then investigate. For every 2 points you succeed by, discover an additional clue location. Awesome for action compression. I'm just gonna get one of these extras here. And I will play a Fieldwork, so that's $4. Got 2 left, and then I'll play a Grotesque Statue.
Oh wow!
So I got the whole kit here, nice. And that comes in with 4 charges. I thought it was 3, but I haven't played this thing in a very long time, so I was wrong, and it in the best way.
So you got your Fieldwork out.
Yeah, the only thing I'd really want now is like just a simple magnifying glass, and that's my turn.
No more.
Don't worry, friend. I will be able to clue the day away.
All right. Just so that I won't have to trash it, trash a card when I keep drawing, I'm gonna play an emergency cash to afford things.
Nice.
And then hopefully draw some nice things. Maybe the first draw would be nice.
Sounds good.
No. All right. Draw.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I played a bunch of stuff. Harrison drew some cards, sat, hung out, got some money, which is good. Nothing crazy happening yet. So upkeep, because there's no enemies. Draw a card. Gain of money. Got some ways to help heal some sanity.
Okay. Man, where are my weapons? I am not prepared for the worst.
Uh-oh. So these guys go away.
Goes away, yeah.
Back to normal. Grasping Hands. Test 3 agility. For each point you fail by taking damage. I'm Ursula. Come on, man.
What? Oh, your will is pretty high.
My feet are pretty high. I'm actually 4414 right now, so everything's kind of high right now. I'm not going to be committing anything to it. Well, that's bad. That's a -3, and if I fail by 2 or more, I ready an enemy. Oh, there are no enemies. Does it say? Does that have anything else?
It doesn't
on it?
pull any enemies out.
Nice.
Well, it probably would if it was hard,
it's a -3, so I fail by 2. So I take 2 damage. 1 I'll put on Randolph, and 1 I'll put on myself. But Randolph also says, hey, you drew one of my favorite tokens of all time. The squid token. I will exhaust him. And I will draw 2 cards. Thanks, Dan and Ben. Putting more squids in our general periphery.
Can you draw my card?
Yeah.
Ancient Evils!
Oh. It doesn't feel good.
Nope.
But it doesn't feel bad, I guess. It's like you can't see it, so you just know that something horrible's happening. Okay. That's the way it goes. So, it's our turns again.
Can I go first?
Sure.
All right.
Are you going to head into the city?
I'm going to head on to you, and it'll make sense in 2 seconds, because I'm playing Safeguard.
Yes, we found it. Finally. Yay.
And, I mean, I don't think you'll sweep onto here, so actually...
I was actually planning on moving again, because I have a better chance at just getting both of them with Archaic Glyphs.
So, do you mean you'll pick me up?
There's a better chance that I can pick both of them up, like by leaving and coming back, because it's relatively high shroud. I have another Archaic Glyphs in my deck too, so I'm not too worried.
Okay.
So yeah, I can come pick you up.
Okay.
Ben says, no regrets, you left us unprotected at the hospital. It is true. Dr. Mansworn did come with us. So don't worry about those guys. They're just sleeping. They'll be fine. Everything will be fine. And it was for us.
Yeah.
So Safeguard.
This is too bad that I'm not...
Gotta get some weapons, man.
Okay. There we go. Draw and play it. So I have a Alt-Art Enchanted Blade. Actually, it's actually kind of fortunate because I have another Enchanted Blade that I didn't upgrade, so I don't have to play that one. So where's our little container?
Oh yeah.
Gotta charge it up.
Very cool Enchanted Blade. Thanks, Pat Wayne. giving us goodies even when he's not on the cast.
You paid for this one.
It is true. It is true. I definitely paid for it, and it went to a good cause.
I'm gonna put another one. Do you have any spells?
I'm using a whole bunch right here.
Okay,
I probably don't have to.
I'll
Can you
put-
grab some secrets maybe for me? Yeah, I'll put some secrets on this boy. Don't tell the guy over there at buy the same token, he might get angry. or just print some cool charge tokens.
All right.
Anyway.
Safeguard, draw, play. Yeah, I'm good.
Nice. So you're set for the turn.
Yep.
So it instills hope in me that I will be able to do things.
Make sure to pick me up.
I'll come pick you up. So I'll move.
Yay.
I'll have Zoe come with me. I will trigger my field work here. So this is this deck at work. I don't care if this is inefficient. Dan's gonna yell at me because this is inefficient. I don't care, Dan.
You got two. You got two positive and a free action.
Immediately trigger. Yeah, immediately trigger. This Archaic Glyphs here. So this will be the free Ursula Investigate. Where is my? I don't know where it is. So I'll use a charge there. I think I'll just use a Grotesque Statue charge, so I don't even need to worry about it later. So I'll be at a 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4. So there's a test 5 here. Let's think about this.
Oh, 5 will. Or,
I have a courage that I might be able to give. Which I put it above, like, for certain, you know? Because, like...
I'm at 5.
We're drawing 2 tokens. I don't need to... Watch, I get the -5 and then, like, a... All right, ready? Here we go. We got a skull, which is the one I'm probably taking. Or -1. So, again, we're at 7. -1 or a 0, right? We'll take the spooky token, which is a 0. And we'll get both of these clues.
Nice.
Let's do the Veiled while we're here. I have 1 action left.
Mandatory.
The Veiled?
Yeah.
It's optional, I believe. But you can only flip it over once.
Okay.
Never again.
Do we have 3 investigator clues? How many clues do you have? I have 1.
3 times that I'm investigating clues?
I have 1.
Oh.
We're 1 short?
I have 4.
So we are 1 short.
Well.
Try as you might.
That can't be good.
You can't make any headway with the creatures that dwell in this region. Flip it over. Come back when you have a greater understanding of this region.
Why?
This card may be flipped back over again when you're ready.
Okay. Well, now we know. At least nothing horrible happened.
Okay. So we're both done?
I have one action left because I moved.
And
Free
you used
triggered
your
Ursula
free.
ability. Do you want to go to the City of the Gugs or something happens? I don't remember what happens there.
We need to go there to get something so that we can come back to the goal. Because we can flip it over.
We do. So if I move over now, I don't get the Ursula trigger, but I can also just
Be ready.
clue, and then move.
The
Or I
shroud
can move, get a clue, come back.
The shroud is 2. I mean, so you don't really need the help from field
From
work.
field work, yeah. So let me think about that. So if I move next turn, get the free trigger,
We're also
get
kind of
potentially both clues.
are already at 3 of 5.
That is true. I mean, no thanks to Ancient Evils. Yeah, I'll move there.
Okay. I'll come with you.
You're coming with me. After I enter, flip over and resolve its text on the other side. Kingdom of the Gugs, yay Gugs, is surrounded by a colossal wall. Inside, cylindrical towers rise high into the mist, each one windowless and made of gray stone, with large looming doorways at the bottom. One black tower stands paramount among the others, rising into the very ceiling of the underworld. You do not make it very far before you spot a sentry standing guard outside the city's walls, a tremendous creature with huge furry arms, an obscene toothy maw extending vertically through its head. Spawn the set-aside Gug Sentinel enemy. I knew it was bad.
I told you, not
With 2 clues on it.
Oh.
Test 3 feet. If you succeed, Gug Sentinel enters play exhausted and unengaged.
Oh god.
Otherwise, engage with me. How big is he? Is he scary?
It's pretty scary.
I mean, I have Randolph. Does he do... Oh, he does mostly physical.
He has plus 4 health. So he has 9... No, he has 6 health. He's 5. When he readies, deal a horror to each investigator at this location.
He's a big boy. I wish that the ruling for the safeguard is that you can like have engage anybody, but because it says engage with me, so I have to make this test here. 3 feet.
Oh.
I'll use this courage that I was holding later for a good cause here. Hopefully. So I'm at 6 to 3. Otherwise, he spawns unengaged, unexhausted, right? Which would be good for you because then we could just have him engage you. -3. We did it.
You passed.
Passed. So he's exhausted and unengaged. He doesn't see us yet. And that's it for me. That's my last action. So good news is that he will engage you.
I get $1.
What does he say? When he readies, we deal a horror to each of us. I guess it's not that bad. I have Randolph. You have B-Cop.
Okay. Can you give us some horror?
So yeah, so enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep, he gets up. Do you mind if he jumps on you?
Yeah, I got my $1 already.
Ready. You got your $1 already. He deals a horror to both of us. Okay. So, Randolph takes the blow.
Thank you. Thank you,
B-Cop
Mr.
probably
B-Cop.
takes the blow. Upkeep happened. You can't do it during upkeep, I don't think.
Okay.
Draw a card. Gain a money. Ooh, hey, there's the last piece of the puzzle. So we got 2 clues here, right? 2 clues here, and then 2 clues on that guy.
2 clues on him, yeah. Okay. I drew, got my money. Doom?
Uh-oh.
What?
Doom. We're almost at 5, which is
4 or
unfortunate.
5.
God, this goes so fast. Taste of Lifeblood. Revelation tests 3 will. For each point you fail by, you must choose 1. Place 1 of your clues on your location. Or place 1 clues on your nearest enemy. Hey. Or take 1 damage.
Let me handle this.
Really?
Yes.
That's great. I appreciate that. So you're at +2 now, right?
Yeah, so I'm at 6 to 3. And it's -3.
Oh, hey, but guess what? After a squid symbol is revealed during a skill test at my location, exhaust him and draw 2 cards.
Look,
Sounds good to me.
things.
Sounds bad to me.
Oh,
Here's a Call of the Unknown, and this
Oh,
is
you got it.
this is my patented little lapis lazuli obelisk here, for anybody who likes custom improvised things.
Unfortunately, that was not my treachery card.
I did get a shortcut though. Helps us go fast. Vroom vroom.
And a ghoul minion. More friends.
Spawns on you.
Okay.
I would like to alert you to something.
I get $1. Yes.
I have a plan.
You've got a plan.
So that guy has how much health? He's got 6 health.
Yes, yes. 6
It's a beefy man. So I will have to do Call of the Unknown because Randolph triggered on the Mythos phase.
So can you drag these boys with you if you safeguard?
I believe you can, and they don't hit you because it's fast.
Exhaust safeguard for the remainder. They move from your location to a connecting location. You may move to that location as well.
So test 5 to lift the heavy stone trap door. So we need to get these clues first and foremost,
We
right?
need at least one more clue for this
To figure out
veil
what the
to
planar
work.
goals is going on. I'm guessing that might be where we find Pikmin. Just a hunch. Did you get a money for engaging that ghoul, by the way?
I did.
Okay. So I got to figure out a place to put this. I guess I'll put it back here because we're going to go back there. Hopefully this turn. I mean, I realistically just need to get one of these clues. But I want to, obviously, get both, right? So...
How much victory?
I think we're going to get full value here. We're going to go full value mode. Last game I didn't go full value mode, and everything turned out okay. This game is not the same way. So we're going to put that there. Is it okay if I go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll play my crystallizer. We're going full on value mode. So I'm going to grab one of these jelly guys. He's going to be in my deck now forever. Until I draw him, I guess. And... Now, after I play any event, attach it face down to Crystallize Dreams. Instead of discarding it, attach events may be committed to skill tests as if they were in my hand. Super cool for the Archaic Glyphs and for, other miscellaneous tests that I'm doing. So the jelly guy is in here. Action 2, I'll investigate. So we'll be at a 5-2. Those are pretty good odds, right? -2. Got a clue. Last action, we'll go ahead and draw another one. -4. Well, I don't get the last clue, and because of my hubris, I don't do anything. Well, I don't get the last clue anyway, so I don't get the victory. But honestly, I think we're going to go back up that way anyway, right?
So you're not going to move? Yeah,
we're definitely going to move. We're going to go back to the plane of the ghouls because we only needed one more clue, right? We needed 3 times the number of investigators?
Yes.
So I have 5 now, and you have 1. Okay, cool. So I'm going to shortcut, getting full value on Crystallizer here.
Oh, it's upgraded shortcut? No.
No, just regular shortcut.
Okay.
Play on Investigator.
Oh, and you're putting the...
Sure am. I'm putting it under the Crystallizer so that I can get some value. So I'll move, and you'll elect to move with me, I assume?
I'd like to.
Okay. I will trigger an Investigate because it is mildly important for me to get rid of this Call of the Unknown. It'll just shuffle back in, I think, if I don't do it, right? Yeah. But we're at a 5-4.
-3.
-3, and if you fail, horrible things happen. So
how much did you fail by?
I failed by 2, right? It's 5-4 -3 is 3, or
2.
2.
So you did not fail.
So
by
ready an enemy at my location or connect a location. That enemy moves to your location, engages me, and makes an immediate attack. Can I take the ghoul?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Sure.
So he will make an immediate attack against me, dealing damage and a horror, which is unfortunate. I'll also take a bunch of horror from failing the thing that I was supposed to do. Where's the damage and horror bottle? It's right in front of me.
So I was talking with some friends about a unique thing with the way that enemies work. About how when during the enemy phase they attack, then they exhaust, and then they ready during the upkeep. That's like a thing. Yeah. Just so for things, it's like mostly not important for like, but like things like Delilah or here the Gug Sentinel. I think he would be exhausted after he attacks. Then during the immediate upkeep phase, then he would be readied, and then deals damage or horror to each of us. So I have to get him out soon.
What? Are you not? So you're saying you're not going to murder him?
No, I will murder him. But
okay.
I just wanted to. So did you want to flip that?
Oh yeah. I'll flip it. After many horrible things happen to me. If we possess at least 3 times the number of scattered clues, we must spend 3 times the number of scattered. Okay. Having spent considerable time exploring the upper layer, you understand the ghouls' nature a bit more. They are a bit more welcoming than their kin have been in the past, speaking to you in grunting monosyllabic English. As you understand your options, you're approached by one of their kind who still wears human clothing. Unlike the rest, he's able to communicate with you perfectly, with an air of authority and wisdom to him. He demands to know why you've come to this place. We must spend 3 times the number of scattered clues as a group. Well, I don't have a plan anymore. We spent the clues. Advance the current act. Flip this card back over.
All right. I'll read it. Randolph gives a shout of recognition as the ghoul approaches. He and the creature shake hands and converse for a short while, after which he introduces you. This is the ghoul I spoke to you about. He is an old friend of mine, and he has offered to guide us through the underworld. He has some dire news, however. Randolph goes on to explain. Strange happenings have been occurring within the underworld. He tells of dark forces spreading throughout the veil below the plane of the ghouls, of vile creatures that crawl along the cavern walls, and of a terrible howling cry that penetrates through the realm. All of it, he says, emanates from one place, an ocean of pitch in the realm's deepest layer. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Randolph Carter.
That's not Randolph Carter.
No. Oh, yeah. Richard Upton Pickman.
Richard Upton Pickman.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a lot of health.
For the remainder of the scenario, if Richard Upton Pickman leaves play, remove him from the game. Put each set-aside Vale location into play. Find each of their Striking Fear encounter deck.
Encounter set?
Yep. So I put the encounter sets over there. So it's Striking Fear.
So Striking Fear comes in.
Shuffle the set-aside Terror of the Veil and Night God's encounter sets.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
We had Striking Fear already.
Find each card from... So Striking Fear leaves the game, because we're not scared anymore. But we get Terror of the Veil and Night Gaunts.
Okay. So Striking Veil leaves. Bye, Striking Fear.
So our friend, while he's setting that up, so you want Terror of the Veil, which is...
Do we shuffle the discard pile back?
What?
Do we shuffle the discard pile back in?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay. And which one is Terror of the Veil?
It's the big daddy long legs.
Spider? Oh.
And then...
Do all the other ones come in too?
Night Gaunts. No.
Night Gaunts and Daddy Longlegs. Okay.
Yep. They'll come later. Just you wait. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did the discard pile get shuffled back in?
Yes.
Okay. Ancient Evils, no.
Ancient Evils. The Descent. The way to the Vale below is treacherous. You will have to climb down from a place Pickman calls the Crag of the Ghouls, where the creatures cast the discarded remains of the macabre meals. You may only imagine what the depths might be like. After an enemy with 1 or more clues on it's defeated, take control of each of the clues. That's not new. Find the way to the Sea of Pitch. You will be instructed on when to advance. We need to put in some locations. Which ones? Veils.
I'm going to take some horror because I have to shuffle my Call of the Unknown back in.
Okay. So we have 4 locations, and they're all connected to So we gotta do some.
Can you like
Negotiate.
scoot your things and
Sure,
you got a lot of room over there.
that's fine.
Maybe like anglify them.
Well, we need to move these to connect these, which are connected to like this circle. I'm just kind of moving them so that this is not connected to the star. This is connected to the star. I think this is right.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you can move your stuff a little farther away. We'll put the veil. Where is this connected to? None of these.
Does that one go farther
This one goes here.
away? Okay.
Let's see. This is connected to. Nothing
They're all
here.
connected to the 2.
Okay, so it's like this. Yeah, this is connected to hourglass. Circle, circle, and this. And star. Where's star? Oh. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is connected. So this is connected like this.
And this is connected to these 2. Yep.
Here we go. And these are connected.
Yep.
All that matters. Okay.
And we are here. The plane of the gold.
Yes. My turn is done. I shuffled the thing back in.
Let's talk about our friend Richard Upman Pickman. He's
Ooh.
a venerable ghoul. He's an ally, a ghoul, an artist, but he does not take an ally slot, which is fortunate because we both have allies. But I have charisma, I guess. So, but he doesn't take up an ally slot. You can exhaust him and choose a ghoul enemy at your location, and attach to him face down. Exhaust Richard Upton Pickman. Fight. You attack with a base of strength of 5. Instead of its standard damage, this attack deals damage equal to the number of face down encounter cards attached to Richard Upman Pickman.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you want to take him?
So I guess it matters for damage soak, right? You've got a lot of health. I've got 2 damage on me already. Maybe I could take him?
Yeah.
The other option is you take him. I think I won't take much damage
Well,
for the rest
you'll
of the
have
game,
access to 5. Now you'll have access to 5 strength. I'm already at 5 strength.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll take him. Maybe I can help you out, see with pinging guys. And it also helps me, so it's still the end of my turn. I'll choose a ghoul enemy at my location. This man.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And attach him face down.
You can't see this.
Oh, sorry. I'll put Richard Upton Pickman up here. You see your pitches don't come in yet, right?
Okay. You're good?
So I'll put this man over here.
Yes. All right. Why is this stream chat? That's not working.
Just click that.
The X?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Ben says that the effect goes off after he readies in the music space, after he's exhausted during the enemy phase. So every time an enemy attacks, they exhaust themselves, but most people don't do that because...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like there's this
That's
tiny,
horrible.
tiny window where like Delilah or something, if there's a Delilah
Yeah.
spot, then that she can...
Shoot things.
Um,
Murder things.
All right, so I'm kind of thinking that, like, okay, so...
Swing.
Yeah,
Get him.
I'm wondering, I do have another weapon, and I'm wondering if I should, I mean, it'll still work as a sword if, but I
She's
want,
got 6 health?
yeah,
Maybe once without spending the charge so that you can get him to 5 and then beat cop can finish him off or something?
I just like have a, like, the heavens are kind of convincing me that I need to save. All right.
I'm actually kind of fine with that. I have 2 logical reasons.
Here's what I'm
Who
going
am I
to-
getting?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to YOLO it and spend, how many? Can I
Oh.
spend all?
I'm going to get these clues, your cluey locations ready.
Oh, you can't spend as many as you'd like. You
No,
only spend...
that's the mystic one. The mystic one, you can spend a whole ton of them. This one, you can only spend 1 per.
I didn't realize that. I was going to...
Yeah, you're going to have to do a bunch of swings.
All right.
Swinging.
Can you take exactly 3 damage?
No.
You don't even...
I mean, I guess I have Richard Upton Pickman right now, so technically...
You don't even know...
How do you feel about taking 3 damage?
So he's going. All right. So I will swing at him once, like first, I guess. So I have 5, 6, 7. Okay. Can I have the back?
So you're using a charge?
7 to 5. Ugh.
Oh, you don't use the charge first, right? You just
I
do
don't
the
use the
swing?
charge. It's if
Huh.
you succeed. So
So you're at 7 to 5?
I'll do 10
Oh,
to
okay.
5,
Daring.
and hopefully I don't get swung back at 10 to 5. -0.
Nice.
So I draw a card.
And you choose to spend the thing to deal 2 damage? Okay.
Yeah, sure. That's only +1.
Yeah, it's +1.
Okay.
And if it kills the dude, you get to heal a horror, right?
Yeah.
Which is good for you. Although you don't have any horror on you currently.
So if I do that 3 times, does he retaliate?
Well, he he was going to retaliate with a
He
daring,
would've,
but luckily he ain't.
all right.
I can give you 1 symbol. I don't really need the plan right now.
Well, you don't need the plan very much
Just
since
generally.
you have your buddy too.
Yeah, I got Richard up in Pikmin.
Would you mind? Yeah, would you mind doing that?
Is this the one that it matters on, or is the next one the one that it matters on? Does he normally have retaliate? No, he doesn't.
So I could kill him, but I won't have an extra action for praying to. I mean,
there will probably be other opportunities to use that.
Okay, all right. Let me just try. Let me just keep swinging at him.
I mean, it's
Let me
okay
just keep
if
swinging at him. All right,
So-
so I'm at 7 to 5.
Zoe and her god.
Can you?
7 to 5.
You don't want to give me a fist?
I figured it would be best on the last test.
Okay.
Because if you succeed this one, then you go again. If not, like maybe you do something else.
All right. I'm pitching a taunt. 8 to 5.
Okay. So you're at 8 to 5. By 3. By 3 is pretty good.
Tentacles.
By 3 is pretty good. At least it wasn't on the retaliate one.
Okay.
So you're not going to kill him this turn, but maybe God wanted that anyway.
I'm not going to kill him this turn.
I could actually help you beat him. Oh no, that's 5 to 5. It's not great odds.
What do you think about this?
Is he a lead? No, he's not.
No, I mean just using them to attack.
Can't you just... I would say save the small favor. Might come in handy. You got a lot of money. I will pitch a card to you now, though.
All right, so I'm at 8 to 5.
Mhm.
Elder Sign.
Whoa, +2 damage.
Is that right?
That's exactly what you needed. This is the first time in the history of anybody ever playing Zoe that I've seen that this Elder Sign is actually relevant. Most of the time it's overkill, and I think of that new card with the punching bag on it that, like, if you overkill something, like, you get resources on it or something. So this actually deals 3 damage to him.
This will deal 3 damage.
It's actually really unfortunate because now you have to kill him with Beak Up unless you want to swing with the blade again and use another charge to heal Aura. Oh, actually, you don't even need to heal Aura, though, honestly, right?
I think I'm going to do the beat cop and kill him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So it dealt 3 damage to him. You use the charge, so it dealt 3 damage, and then Beak Up finishes him off?
Yes.
Perfect. That sounds great.
And Zoe mutters about how that felt hollow and empty.
Wow. That was such an amazing... good job, Zoe and God.
And I heal. Oh no. Wait. Shoot. Yeah, I don't get to heal.
That's what I was saying. But you don't have horror on you.
Yeah. All right, cool.
You don't have horror on you. I mean, it would be nice to draw a card, but
All right.
at the end of the day. So that was 2, right?
No, that was 3
That
because
was
I got
3,
the
'cause you failed,
tentacles.
yeah. Well, good job, Zoe.
Good job, Zoe. And
Murdered
you
a
gave
huge
me the
thing.
clues. Cool.
Yeah. So you got 2 clues from killing that guy, and that's it.
All right.
Enemy phase, no enemies.
Draw a card.
Thanks, Richard, up to pick then.
And cool. We saved ourselves 2. Meaning getting a horror for each of us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No. I can't.
Okay, get him money. I know. It's so unfortunate that he can't. But hey, there's a card coming out that makes tactics fast.
Wait. Can she run that? She can't run that. She doesn't run.
No,
with
she cannot.
She cannot run with Yobanians.
She can't run level 5 rogue cards, unfortunately.
Rip.
So draw a card, gain a money. We did. I'm very happy to see this card.
I should appreciate the sentiment, Ben, but Zoe's gonna have to get her religious jollies from somewhere else.
A sudden wave of the path darkens. How many of these do we have? This is the
2. No, we gotta go fast.
What?
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
There are 2 agendas? Oh my god.
No, the game doesn't end. The game doesn't end with the next one.
And nausea passes over you, and for a brief moment it seems like the very fabric of reality is tearing apart. The feeling passes quickly, but it's obvious that something is not right. Shuffling encounter discard pile in the encounter deck. There is no encounter discard pile. Plays 1 damage on the scenario reference card. That's what it is.
So the
okay.
I
forgot about
the
that.
skulls get scarier.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're -1s. That's not too bad.
Agenda 2A. As you continue to explore, the creatures of the underworld grow agitated and begin to pursue you as if they were compelled by some unseen force.
No.
Hint. The game will not necessarily end when the agenda advances, but the stability of reality will continue to unravel.
Stable, not stable. Anyway, bad cards.
What you got there?
I'm gonna feel a light to heavy agility on this Whispers of Hypnos. So agility is -2 for the rest of the phase. I'm just putting it here, not necessarily because it.
Time for grasping hands.
I know. Grasping hands and Zoe would be kind of no, because that's gone.
Oh yeah. If there are no enemies in play, take a damage and a horror.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, is that the one with the really cool art? Yeah, it is.
It does. That does have pretty good art. Unexpected ambush. I don't know.
Pretty cool.
Is it better to show it here? It's upside down.
It's upside down. Nice.
If you fail, yeah. So I just take a damage and a horror, which I could live with.
So it's a scheme. If there are no enemies in play, take 1 damage and a horror. Otherwise, test a billion things. If you fail, nearest enemy readies, moves. Then you fail by 3 or more, it makes an immediate attack. Okay. So don't fail that one. 4 Booker, 4 agility, though. That's like Ursula's specialty.
Okay. So we could go down to the Vale, but there's this tower over there just looming up to the looming up to what would be a sky, but we're in the underworld.
We're going to the tower. That's what needs to happen. So I guess we'll pass through the City of Gugs anyway, and I'll pick that clue up.
Do we have to resolve the text on its other side?
No, because we already did. When we went in there.
Yeah.
There's the Gug guy.
But it's okay.
So click 1. We'll play Pathfinder. It's kind of tough to fit all this stuff into the frame, so we'll do. I'll put my fieldwork over here.
So you have 2 fieldworks?
No, I got a Pathfinder now. So this is Pathfinder fieldwork combo here. I'm putting it in so that you can compressing things. So I will use that Pathfinder. So use the Pathfinder, use the fieldwork. You're coming with me?
Yep, please.
Moving to the City of Gugs, immediately triggering an investigate action at +2. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 with fieldwork. Seems good. 7 to 2. Just don't autofail, please, because I actually want this clue. 0.
Here you go.
Get it. Hooray.
Hooray.
So that was action 1 still, because I Pathfinder fieldwork. 2, I'll move up here. Fortunately, I don't think there's anything else that I can do up here, right? I don't have enough money, unfortunately, to do anything in my hand.
Do you want to do the test? There's a test to lift the heavy stone trap door. What do you want?
I'm at 1.
Do you use the field work?
Yeah. I did, but there's no clues here anyway. Okay. Fieldwork only works if there's a clue. Either draw a card or get a money. I think I'll just get a money because I probably need it for later, and that's kind of what I'm at a deficit at. If anybody draws a squid, I get another 2 cards anyway.
Do you have any fists?
I don't.
You done?
I sure am.
Okay.
So I got a money, and that's it for Zoe.
So I'm at 5. I'm at 5.
We have no agility, by the way.
I can make myself at 7. I think this feels all right. Do you have any fists for me?
I don't. I used my plan, and that was it.
All right. Well, let's just get physical training out.
Okay. So that's action. Click 1.
Yeah, that costs 2.
Nice. That's pretty good here.
How much should I pump it by? I think I'm still gonna spend the small favor to do the thing, so I'm at 7. 3. There's a 4 in there.
There's a -4. I don't think there's a -5. So as long as you're up by 4, you should be okay. So that'll put you at 7, and you spend $2, and every time an enemy comes into play, you're just gonna get money. So
I'm gonna spend $1, so I'm up by 3.
all right, here comes the -4.
Here comes the -4. That's how it
And
works.
then he's gonna be SOL.
I mean, none of the other tokens are. So it's like 1.
So first action was physical
training.
training.
Second action was pull that boy out.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Should I draw a card beforehand? No. Tentacles.
Autofail.
So it wouldn't have mattered.
He got 2 tentacles this game. I just want to, I guess you balance it out with the actual relevant thing. So yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Now what do you do?
Shoot.
What's that? Okay.
Let's see. I would be up by 2. How much money do I have? I mean, I'm not going to be able to do very much. I just want to get us out of here.
I mean, you need to do that test.
Yeah, but we can't move until we don't. So I think I'm just going to...
You're just going to get a money and then try it again?
Well, I can't get him. I'm just going to go by 2.
Okay.
Be up by 2.
So you're at 7 to 5.
Oh,
Take 2.
Yeah, I can't afford to do anything else.
-3. So you fail.
I fail.
But not by enough to attract ghouls. On the other hand, Randolph has drawn me some cards.
So I got you some cards. Dang it. Zoe.
She's doing well at first. Okay, so that's the end of the action phase here.
I'm broke.
Enemy phase, no enemies. Upkeep.
Yep.
Draw card, gain a money. Oh, there's my other field work. That's good news. Well, and Christopher's here too. I'm wondering if it's time for Randolph Carter to kick the bucket. He might if I have to take some damage in horror. Whispers of Hypnos. Goes away.
Yes. So now we have our
Agility back.
Doom.
Oh yeah, Doom, sorry. Out of order. Shadow of Atlachnacha. Revelation. Test 2 will. This test gets +1 difficulty for each damage on the scenario. Reference card. If you fail, take 1 damage, 1 horror. So it's at 3 to 4 right now. Well, like I said, if I fail this, I'm probably just going to throw it on Randolph Carter and call it a day. Unless I want to use my shortcut here.
Why? Oh.
For the symbol, because
Yeah,
it's beyond the
I thought you meant
visualizer.
move.
I don't know how relevant that is, honestly.
What's the bad thing?
I take 1 damage in a horror.
Hmm.
So it's not terrible. I can just play Milan next turn. Let's think. I could statue it. I don't think it really matters. I'll be at a 4 to 3. Squid. All right, so that's the only one that I didn't want because...
Well, you only fail by 2, so bad stuff doesn't happen.
So I guess here's my question, and this is a question for Ben and other rules fanatics. I draw this. It says after a squid is revealed during a skill test at your location, exhaust him.
He's gonna die.
And draw 2 cards. Does he die before I get to trigger his ability, or does after the tentacle, or not the tentacle, the squid gets revealed, do I get to use his ability and then put the damage and horror on him?
So you're wondering if you get to do his thing and then assign the...
Yeah, I definitely fail, and I think that that's irrelevant because there's no enemies in play right now.
Do you have to deal the damage and horror to him now?
I don't, but I would kind of like to because I have Milan in my hand again. But I'd like to get full use out of him so that you can do so.
Man, if there was only a rule that you could use for these moments where you can't keep going. I mean, where you can't continue unless you figure something out, and you just do the worst thing that's possible. If only there was.
So I actually think that it does work because this is after the thing is revealed, and I think that the test ending happens after the token is revealed. So this triggers between the test ending and being declared failed and Randolph.
And then you have to assign
Doing
the
stuff.
damage.
Yeah, so I think that this gets revealed.
You should do it up.
He will immediately do the thing.
That's the opposite of the Grim roll.
But I mean, like, it makes sense though, right? Because if it said after the test, then it would be a different story. But I feel like since this is the case, I'll exhaust him, get the 2 cards.
Goodbye, Will.
Oh, well, guess what? Woo! We got a friend anyway.
Pray. Investigator. Oh, so it investigates with you.
Yeah, so Randolph is dead, but he drew us last 2 cards with his ability here. This goes back to the bag. I take a damage and a horror, but luckily it was taken on Randolph. Thanks, Randolph. I got a shortcut here, which is pretty good. And then I also got the Guardian of the Crystallizer. Investigator with the Crystallizer of Dreams only. So he enters play exhausted, which is nice. And then if there's no Crystallizer of Dreams in play, he just goes away.
Oh,
So,
I didn't realize that you could just ignore it. You just run away from him. Is he
yeah,
a hunter?
he hunts. He floats around.
Yeah.
But otherwise...
I need to get out of here real quick.
So that was...
Yours?
Yes, that was my card.
And a gaunt.
An Icon.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a lot of shit.
I get $1 for it.
Good job.
Unfortunately.
I don't think we're going to be able to do this test. I mean, I could leave you here if that's okay.
It's going to distract me from doing the test. Yeah,
Yeah, I can help.
You can leave me. That's
I
fine.
can go do useful things and you can murder things.
Yeah.
I have Richard Upton Pickman too, so.
Oh, look. Ben says, you trigger Randolph after ST3 reveal token, then ST4 is apply. So what you did is right.
Cool.
You had to die.
I thought so. Appreciate the validation.
All right.
So you got an Icon, man. Friend?
Let me go first. Ugh, I'm going to have to deal with your Guardian.
Well, he doesn't engage you. He engages me. So it really depends upon what happens this turn.
But if you run away?
So if I run away, I can actually take you with me because you've got Safeguard.
Are we going to do...
You can just come back later or something. I don't know.
Come back later?
I mean, it's either you do this test and like get hit for a little bit of damage and horror and then get it, or not. I have nothing to commit to you.
Mm.
Like if you don't get this turn, I think I'm just gonna leave because I can't do anything here. I'd have to wait another turn and be dead.
You want me to take an attack of opportunity?
From what? From that guy? I mean, you could just kill him, right? You could just swing with the blade and then.
Oh yeah, swing, and then
do the test.
Sure, let's do that. I mean, that means that they pass every time, but so I'm at 7 to 3. It's about as good as it can get.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, yeah.
-3.
Well, I don't have Randolph Carter, although he's dead. But
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
so
when it's...
-3.
Oh, no, that's attempting to evade. It would have...
Yeah. So he takes 2, right? You spend a charge?
Yep. I'm going to do it again once you... Okay. I spent a charge, yep. And if I pass this one, then I will draw a card and heal a horror. And maybe that could be a fists. So 7 to 3. Another...
Nice.
How many do we have in there? 2?
2. We've got 2 of those things, and we've seen like at least 50 of them.
I mean, we've seen a lot of Elder
So
Signs,
you did
too.
succeed, though, right?
I
So you
did.
spend a charge, and you can do the thing, which is pretty nice.
Yes. So I heal a horror. I draw a card. I'll draw a card first in case it matters. Smite the Wicked!
All right, so that goes on the location farthest from us, which is definitely...
So we'll head that direction
on the peaks.
anyways.
Oh, man, it's like cinematically on top of a huge mountain.
I'm on this tower and I'm looking down and
Yeah.
I'm like, that night gaunt has to go.
Screw that guy in particular.
It's another night gaunt. You shuffle that?
Way over there. What?
You shuffle this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so... And
Oh, it's another Nikon.
So I don't have...
He's angry. You just killed his brother.
So I have 2... Oh, wow.
Family ties. Night Gaunt edition.
Do you have any fists that you'd like to...
I have 0 fists.
Okay. So I'll be up by 2.
Here we go again.
I think I'm gonna drop my survival knife
Rest in
because
peace.
I mean I like the extra attack.
You got other guns
I mean
and
yeah.
things.
So I'm at 8 to 4.
What
8
could
to 5.
possibly be bigger than that guy too, right?
Elder sign.
Elder sign. Hey, there we go. Cool. So you did it. All right. So test 5 to lift the heavy door. If you succeed, flip this card over and resolve this X on
And
the other
also
side.
damage it one extra.
And you deal damage. You flip it open so hard it smashes in a billion little pieces.
Oh, we didn't read the fluff, in case that mattered. You're surprised to find that none of the creatures that dwell within the city seem to reside within the vast structure at the heart of the city. Aside from the strange sign upon the tower's doorway, it is barren and devoid of any decoration or purpose. There's a strange tower in the middle of the city. Another path. Step after step, you scale the tower until you reach the heavy trapdoor at the top. When you push the stone aside, a column of bright light pierces the shaft, blinding you. The surface! You emerge in an area thick with trees and mystical fog. After so many hours spent underground, the cool breeze feels wonderful. Many curious eyes watch you from the surrounding woods. Though you long to stay and explore more of these wilds, you know your true goal lies back down in the caverns below. Put the set-aside enchanted woods, stone trapdoor, into play, revealed. Record in your campaign log that the investigators found a way out of the underworld. Flip this card back over. While you're investigating at this location, it gets +1 shroud for each card in your hand.
It's a very scary shroud place for sure.
Oh my god. What's Norman in that location?
So it's got 2 clues there, which is relatively easy to deal with.
Or was it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
not Norman.
the
other
new
old
one.
guy. Whatever. Harvey Walters.
Excuse me. Old man Harvey.
The investigators. Okay, go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
So you're gonna run into your.
It's a ridiculously hard place to investigate. So you're done, right? That was your last action.
Yeah.
Zoe gracefully, after failing at it for a whole turn, got that hatch door open. So my dude is here. I don't want to end the turn on this, although I don't want to have cards in hand. Here's the issue, because I have like 6 cards in hand. That is like Shroud 8.
What are you gonna do? You have any hunches?
I think I'm going to play some cards. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get Milan out. This is a really important test, though.
You and your victory hunger.
I mean, it costs 0 actions for me to go there because I have the good old Pathfinder fieldwork thing going on.
That's true.
So I'm going to, instead of playing Milan, which is kind of unfortunate, is that the right decision, though? Because he helps me get money back.
I'm broke.
I will be broke.
My enchanted blade has no magic in it. It's still strong, though.
So, I mean, between Grotesque Statue, so let's see. If I drop 1 card in hand, it'll be at +5, which will be at 7 Shroud. I will go in there. I'll be at 5, 6, 7 to 7. No, I think it's just better to do this. So I will use a resource, or get a resource for my first action. Second action, I'll play a fieldwork. So I have another one here. Ready to go. So I got the double fieldwork action going on. I will scoot into this location using my Pathfinder. I'll trigger both fieldworks. You want to move with me, or do you want to hang out here?
I'll move with you.
Okay. So when you're investigating this location, it gets +1 shroud for each card in my hand. So before the investigate happens, I will use the rest of my money to working a hunch, which will immediately go here. Get a clue.
I knew it.
And so now I'm investigating at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 6, 8 to 6, and then I will immediately use the working a hunch that I just used
10
to get a
to
clue.
6. Oh, you're good.
10 to 6. I'm at by 4. Well, don't say that. Definitely don't say that.
You're mostly good.
-3. There we go.
You did it.
Hey,
Is it? It's not veiled because it's from a different campaign.
that's right. Get the clue. We're all happy. So that was take a resource, play field work, Pathfinder over there, trigger free Ursula action. I have one other action. I don't want to move back out there because he will get up and hit me. Should be very unfortunate. Plus, I have a free move from the Pathfinder.
We're gonna have to walk through him though.
Yeah. Oh, and he will engage me, right? Unless you go first and hit him, and like murder him. Move first, engage, and then. Oh, but you won't have. Does he hunt? Oh yeah, he hunts. Should he have moved, or did you get him this turn?
I got him as my draw, so no, not yet.
Okay. He'll slowly move to us though. I guess it's better for me to get in there and take the damage, right? Oh, I guess I have him to take damage for me.
Why would you take damage?
He'll jump on me.
But
then
he's exhausted.
Right, but during the enemy phase, or not during the. Oh no, yeah, you're right. He won't hit me. He'll just engage me.
I just won't get $1. That's the only bad thing that will happen. And if you don't.
Or are you able to engage him next turn and hit and kill him?
Well, what about you? What about Mr. Pickman?
He does 1 damage.
Well, how does his ghouls under him work?
The more ghouls under him, the more damage he does, I think. Instead of standard damage, his attack deals damage equal to the number of face down encounter cards.
So he would have dealt 0 damage?
No, deal 1. There's a ghoul under him right now. Oh yeah, without all your ghouls, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'll move back there just because it's better. Just strictly better.
Yeah.
To get to be there. I forgot, he's actually not that bad. Because he just comes out and like...
Didn't you just evade him? Evade him and then just like leave him in the dust?
I could try. But that means that if I fail the evasion, then not so great things will happen.
We'll figure it out.
Because then I just won't have a turn and I'll try to evade him again.
What is this?
It does give me an evade symbol.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a shortcut, another shortcut in my hand that I could use too.
Turns?
Yeah, so enemy phase, nothing happens.
He gets up.
Upkeep. Welcome
Not
to the fray,
nothing
Guardian.
happens, this boy comes.
Oh yeah, he swoops.
I think they're equally
He
distant.
swoops from his peak on the other side of the underworld.
And Zoe's like, I feel you coming. Okay.
Draw card, gain money. It's a great card to get. Doom. Draw a card. Uh-oh. I got a lot of friends here. If you have a taunt, that would be a great great card to use right
I
now.
dropped a taunt.
No!
Gug.
Sweet Jesus. Is it time to panic? Because I think it might be time to panic. That guy is a huge guy.
He's easy to evade. Can we do an evade party and leave?
I mean, you are not very good at evading.
I could be good at evading.
I mean,
Like once.
I mean, we just need to leave here.
I mean, if you...
None of these are ghouls, are they?
Nope.
Ugh, ghouls, ghasts, gugs, all the G's. I think what I'm going to have to do is evade them.
Oh, If you, one thing that's interesting is if you move with my safeguard...
Oh, wait. After hunting ghast enters a location with a gug enemy.
No, he came first.
Oh, okay. Does he do anything?
No. He just does. He just does this.
Oh, he's really, really slow. That's right.
But if you move into the plane of the ghouls, he'll get scared and get left in the city of the Gugs because of this ability. Gug enemies cannot enter the plane of the ghouls.
Oh, he doesn't like to go outside home.
So
that way we don't kill him. Are we just pacifistic towards this guy? We just love him a lot.
Yeah,
He's just really sweet and kind and
he didn't hurt us last time.
Yeah.
He just walked down the stairs. He was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
yeah, I like him. He's a good guy.
Big
Big Gug.
I mean, I could evade him, and then
I don't think we'll have to with that plan. I can shortcut somewhere.
Okay.
So the plan is I'll shortcut. I will be here.
Mhm.
I'll dodge, but 5 to 3, 5 to 3. The issue is that
Is what?
Oh, but if I move again,
What about?
if here, so let's do that. I want to be at +3. So do you mind if I go first? I will use the shortcut. It'll go behind crystallizer. I'll move here. You'll come with me, I would imagine.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's fast, so no.
That's right.
no
Nobody
one
hits.
attacks.
Nobody hits. They all just walk with us.
Okay.
And if I dodge, does Pathfinder say I'm not engaged with any enemies?
So then, do you need help on any of them?
If you have ways to evade, that would be great for one of them.
Let's see you get the first one.
Okay. We'll use both the shortcuts for +2. We'll evade.
So you're at what?
I'm at 4, 5, 6 to 3. -2. We did it. So I'm gonna evade the Guardian because he's a little easier to deal with. I guess I should have declared that first, but that's what I was thinking. So he's gone. Here. The next one I'll evade as well.
Daring.
Sweet. Thank you.
So be careful.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah,
you're
because he has.
+3.
So I'm at +3 again. Can't help it.
So you're at 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you're at 7 to 3. You're +4.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm at +3. I'll keep the charge then on grotesque. Oh wait, I had 3.
7 to 4. You're 7 to 3.
-1.
You
Did
did
it.
it, and you get a card.
Do I get a card or do you get a card?
Draw 1 card. I can commit it. I mean, commit to a test during a.
How does like overpower and stuff work?
I think you
I
get
know-
the card.
I know that overpower gives you the card, but
You get the card.
do I?
I think so.
Well, we won't do it yet. It's not too relevant.
Let me see the wording on overpower.
Yeah. So the hunting gas gets left here as well. They both have hunter, which is unfortunate. Oh, but that's funny because they'll hunt to us and then he'll get into the. No, never mind. That won't happen. So they're both unengaged with me. So I will.
Yeah, you draw the card.
I do. Cool. Thank you. I will exhaust Pathfinder to get the hell out of here
And leave the Gug.
and leave the Gug.
And he's double exhausted.
See ya, Gug.
so-
Is he?
yeah.
Why?
Well, he's not. Actually, he's not even exhausted.
No, he's just hanging out.
regular. But he's not a hunter either.
He just says bye.
So we just never ever return.
So we're gonna be sandwiched on both sides here. So that was shortcut. Evade. I have 1 action left. Where's that man? He's over here.
Yeah. So he'll
So
move.
the first treachery card during the Mythos phase. Well, that's bad. I still think I move in there though, right?
I mean, you're gonna deal with the first treachery, so.
Or do I get money to play Milan? How much time do we have? We have some time, right?
I mean, yeah, we have at least
We're going pretty alright.
we have a few invest.
So we got 4 clues here. I'm going to be using the glyphs grotesque statue combo there. Hopefully getting a million.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but these guys are going to hunt, right? And if we fail any tests, horrible things happen. Or if we draw the skull or the squid rather, they swoop at us, right?
Oh yeah.
Because now we have actually relevant enemies on the board.
I mean, if we stay slightly far away from them, I can deal with them.
But the thing is, I could play Magnifying Glass. That actually isn't that relevant, though, I think. I kind of think I should charge my cannon here. And just get a money. Because I really want to get this Milan down so he can let me afford everything else.
Okay, you good?
Because I got some horror to heal, places to be. So that's my last action.
Okay. I might. Did I do anything this turn? No, you just
No.
pulled me.
Yeah.
I
Safeguard's good.
might. Yeah, that's really good. I might just get 3. Get 3 money. That's it.
Okay. So, enemy phase. This guy swoops over here, right?
These boys get up.
Yeah. Well, let's start upkeep, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. He'll head over. Zoe's eyeing him down.
Look at this town of Gugs. I'm surprised that he's not angry that they're all in his town. All right.
Wait. Okay, yeah, this gas can come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, after he enters an enemy with, he enters a location with a Gug in play. Ready each Gug enemy at its location and deal a damage to the ghast. I think.
Oh, since they both came into the location at the same time?
They both entered.
Should he have a damage?
I think so. Let's give him a damage.
All right. We'll put a preemptive damage on it until we get a ruling on that.
Could you say that? Because they came at the same time.
They did, and we can kind of choose, I guess, their abilities. Interesting.
Or is there
Makes sense. It makes flavorful sense, right? That he entered his house. This is the town of the Gugs.
Ghasts don't belong here.
Let's get out of here, man. Come on. So I gained a money. No, I did not get a money or a card yet, right? I did not.
No, I didn't either.
All right, so let's get a money. The card. Well, first the card. And Doom. Bad cards. Oh, that's a real welcoming encounter card. Lit by Deathfire. It's a hazard. Revelation. Each investigator loses 1 resource. Oh man, come on, man.
Aww.
Each investigator at a Veil or Depth location chooses and discards 1 card from their hands. And we are at a central location, so we don't do that. So we all need to pay attention to this. So Veil, 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 Veil.
Central.
All of them are Veils. Oh, Depths, I'm imagining the things that we're looking for. Loses 1 action. Interesting. All right. So we lose a resource, which sucks. Guess I'm not getting them all out.
Yeah.
The universe tells me not.
I drew 3, so I could have enough for something. Oh well. I search. No, we're not there yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oopie.
It's a ghast.
Another ghast.
You get money.
I get a dollar back.
Hooray! Oh man, is it time? What I think it is?
What?
Are you gonna like murder that guy in 1 hit and then throw dynamite over here and then let God sort them out?
Oh yeah, that's.
Or throw the. Oh no, you can't kill him this turn.
How do I do it? How do I kill him with 1 hit?
Oh, I don't know. I was assuming you might have a vicious blow or something.
Oh.
So that's the encounters, right?
That actually isn't the worst idea ever. Can I go first?
I didn't think it was.
Can I go
Thanks.
first? Can I go first?
Yeah. Are you okay with taking a smack from this guy if I move in there this turn?
Yeah, but I want to go first because so I can deal with these boys.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so they won't hunt or anything. This is great.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. The
Do the
first
deed.
thing I'm gonna do, and everything has to go right here, which isn't that bad. So I'll fight with an enchanted blade. It's not chargeable anymore, but that's okay. So I'm at 7, 8 to 2,
Nice.
and it'll deal 2 damage. -3.
Nice.
So he's killed.
So this guy's dead, right?
Yeah.
Blah.
And then I have exactly 5.
Thanks, Zoe.
And that's exactly enough to play a dynamite blast.
Hey, chuck it over there.
So I think that's like an act of terrorism, like bombing a city.
I mean, the Gug's fine. He's hanging out. Thank you for killing the guard.
That guy is not fine. He's almost dead.
No, he's not. He's half dead.
And
That's like being in midlife. Come on.
And I look over the bodies of these horrible creatures and abominations, and I say, "Let God sort them out."
Hooray! We did it. We got there. Dan is very sad, I think, and Ben is very happy.
Why?
Ben loves Let God Sort Them Out.
Why
Dan
does
hates
Dan-
it. Dan
oh.
wants it to be banned. Dan
Really?
asked Jeremy to ban it.
Why? He just doesn't like.
I think rightfully so. So, well, for example, it makes you make decisions that aren't maybe conducive to. I mean, that particularly was a very good. I think that Dan would even say that was a good turn to Let God Sort Them Out, just because of the fact that we got 2 hunters out of the way.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean exactly you. So
It becomes.
that was
I mean,
very
it
good.
comes this like fixation. You're like, I need to kill
I
enemies
know.
quickly. I think that's interesting. But I'm done.
Okay. So I don't want to end my turn here. I could like money, Milan, and then Pathfinder in there, and then trigger the thing and hope to do the thing to get all the clues. But I could also like play a magnifying glass.
Can you evade this night gaunt? Ugh.
I
I don't want that to happen, or else I'll take a trauma.
I know, yeah, you gotta kill that guy. His brother has sought you. He's stalked through the lands. So do I give on the Milan dream is the question. Because I could do this. I'll pitch this. So I'll be at a 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I forgot I have Fieldworks. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Milan here. I'm gonna get 2 resources. Last action, play Milan. Welcome to the party, Milan. He's gonna make us afford everything. But I will Pathfinder in here because I can do that too. Because I'm not engaged with anything. Yep. So Pathfinder in here. Oh wait, but so the thing is that I'm gonna get a card with Search.
Mm-hmm.
Is that terrible?
Nah.
It is for the purposes of Ancient Evils. That was the consideration. I forgot. Well, whatever. We're gonna go fast and hard. So moving in here, he'll engage you. You get a card, $1.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna exhaust the Pathfinder Fieldworks. We're gonna get the Archaic Glyphs and the Grotesque Statue online. Do I need to even pitch any cards? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3. If I draw -4 and a tentacle, which is the absolute worst scenario,
And it's
I'm at 9 -4
which is 5.
is 5 versus 3, so I still get 2 clues.
Is that 2 extra clues?
It is 2 clues.
2 clues.
Ideally, I get like a 0, and then I pick up. Then I'm at 9 to.
But you're using the
3.
grotesque statue?
I am.
Okay, so
I get 2. I get 2 things.
I mean, you're definitely not getting a 4, and then I mean, the worst you can get is
I think I want to save this for will tests.
fail and a 4.
Yeah.
So it's at least going to be a 3.
Hope. So we got a -3, and we got a -3.
That I think I put 4 of those in the bag or something. No, I mean I definitely didn't. But this is the second time we've drawn 2.
Well, it's not the greatest because now it's 9 to 3 -3 is 6 to 3. So I only get 1 extra clue, which really sucks a lot.
How does that work?
It's for every 2 points I succeed by. So I should have pitched the preposterous sketches. That's what I was wondering, but I didn't.
So you only get 1 clue?
I get 2 clues.
2 clues?
I get 2 clues and a money. Isn't terrible. I guess I can just get them next turn, but
yeah.
Money.
Wait, what happened to your weakness? You shuffled it back.
It shuffled back in,
okay.
Yeah. So that's the end of my turn, unless I do something else. I'll keep my options open. Okay.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enemy phase. I take a damage and a horror.
Yep.
Horror. Okay.
Upkeep. The Gog is like, thanks for clearing out my home.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah. I'm sad we had to deal damage to him. Sorry, Mr. Gug. Gain a money, draw card in the other order.
Okay. Surge time.
Did you put the doom on?
No,
or was it
I
at 3?
didn't. It was at 4, so...
So bad things happen, right?
Yeah. Again, you are shaken by a sudden feeling of instability as reality shifts and bends around you.
No.
The wave is more intense than before, and it seems to originate from the sea of pitch in the depths of the underworld. Each investigator must either discard 1 card at random from their hand or lose 2 resources. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Place the damage on the scenario reference card. Then, if there are 5 or more damage tokens, proceed to resolution 2. Otherwise...
Wait, a card at random from hand?
Yeah.
Or lose 2 resources?
Yeah. Oh.
One card at random from hand isn't actually that bad, and it could be good, actually. I'm not actually particularly attached to any of these cards, so we'll do a card at random. This is gone, right? And then it just flips back over, and we get another damage here.
Yeah. Goodbye, Professor Sketches. Thank you.
Live and learn.
Yeah, it's too bad, but
I actually like that card a lot.
yeah, live and
I
learn.
don't care what everybody says. Everybody but me, Dan.
Dan hates that card?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Actions?
Well, that was the gender
Oh, yeah,
dancing,
that-
right?
oh,
So
yeah,
now we
you-
have horrible things.
Oh, yeah.
It's a ghast. Oh,
No, there's no Gugs here.
no, there's no Gugs here. Damn.
And your Surge.
Oh, that's right.
I am reverting my eyes.
Agility.
Oh, God. Will.
Cool. Time to fight, Zoe.
Ah. So I don't really have any way to pump them, so I could, like, smack, smack, smack.
I have a courage if you need it.
I mean, I don't think I have a... I'm at 7 to 3, so it's about as strong as it can get. So I'm going to have to deal with him for another round, but I'm just going to hit as many times as I can.
Oh, you don't have ways to do extra damage.
Not right now. 7 to 3. -1.
Nice. So you got 1. Can you deal 1 damage to this guy?
1?
Is that okay? Yeah. Because I can finish him off with Richard.
Ugh, okay, so I'll hit your guy and maybe your face.
And by my face, you mean his face.
0.
Hey, there we go. Thank you.
So my knight got... Wait, what do you... Oh, you're going to deal with...
I'm just going to punch him with Richard.
Why can't you punch... That's fine. 7 to 3?
-3.
-3?
Got him.
And I'm out of actions.
Okay, so you got 2 damage there, 1 damage here. Okay.
Okay.
So I have to exhaust him to do that, right? Okay. Well, first action, I guess I'll punch this man. I'll exhaust Richard. This is kind of an important test for me, I think, just because I want to get him off of me. So I'll use my courage here. So we got a lot. 5, 6, 7 to 2. 0. We got him. I think that's like the first thing's always killed. Oh no, or Ursula rather, but that's a lie. So action 1. I will fast play a magnifying glass.
I do have another... it won't really be helpful for
6 to 3.
next scenario since it's going to be the end of the campaign, but I do have a free Dunwich 5 now. I could reslot in another Let God Sort Them Out.
We'll investigate here. We're at a 6 to 3, -2. You get 1. That's second action. Exhaust Milan.
$80.
Get $1. Last action, we'll do the same thing. I'm way more comfortable by 3. Yeah, say by 3. So succeed.
You want to flip?
I don't remember. I know that there are bad places to flip.
Let's flip.
Let's flip it. If anything, it'll get engaged with you, and it'd be great.
Looking over the barren vale, you get a sense for the threats that dwell below. Underneath the plateau upon which you stand, a forest of the obscene pale fungi extends for miles. Beyond that is a great heap of bones, like an ocean pouring forth in all directions. You swear you can see something crawling or worming its way along the surface of the bones, but perhaps it's just your imagination. In the distance, great sharp peaks of stone loom over the vale. Black winged creatures fly around the summits, searching for prey. You see no sign of this ocean of pitch been described, though you do notice a wide cavern opening along a wall of stone at the right of the veil below. Look at the top 4 cards of the investigator deck. You may discard up to half of these cards. Return the rest to the top of the investigator deck in any order.
The investigator deck?
Or encounter deck, sorry. It's a 2 investigator. So we do 4 cards of the encounter deck. Discard up to half of them and return the rest. So you can. So it's like a
nice.
first watch.
Nice.
For the remainder of the game, ignore the text on the Crag of Ghouls.
Crag of Ghouls?
Oh, so we don't take the
nice.
the surge.
That's pretty alright. So we look at the top 4 here.
Yes.
And we can discard as many as we want.
Yeah.
If you're no enemies of okay, so on Wings of Darkness are the first 2 here. Test 4. If you fail, take 1 damage, 1 horror, then disengage from enemies and move to a central location. Is this a central location?
This is a central location. You could.
Are we at a central location?
No.
No.
You could force.
That's kind
me
of
to,
okay, right?
You can force me to move there.
Unexpected ambush. If there are no enemies in play, take 1 damage, 1 horror. Otherwise, so this is the one that potentially he could move. I would vote to kick this out.
That one in, yeah.
And Whispers of Hypnos is kind of fine, right?
Yeah.
Did we say we can rearrange it?
You can get rid of up to half of them, and return the rest in the top of the encounter deck in any order.
Okay. Oh, in any order. Okay.
Do you want? What happens if you take a damage and a horror, then disengage from each night gaunt enemy engaged with you and move to it? Oh, it would disengage me though.
Yeah. Do you want to just get? So here's the thing. I guess these are better than Ancient Evils, right?
Yeah.
So we might want to just keep these.
But maybe you do that.
Yeah, I'll do this. You get Whispers this turn.
Yeah.
Kill that guy, and then we'll go with a 1 Wings of Darkness from me the turn after that.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So that was the Veiled thing.
You're done.
That was my last action, but
that was my action.
it's time to Pathfinder.
Ooh.
So you're coming with me,
Sure.
I presume. So while we're there, investigators cannot play cards or commit cards to skill tests. Does that wreck anything for you? I guess you're just gonna punch that guy twice, right?
Nope.
And then, okay. So I can't commit cards or play cards here, but I can definitely tap my field works. And I just want to get out of this place, so I'm going to use the last archaic glyphs here.
Are you gonna search?
Oh yeah, I'm using my Ursula ability and grotesque statue.
Nice. Oh, I see what you're doing.
So we're going to be at a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 4. And all I need to get is by 2. And I'm drawing 2 tokens. Where's the bag? There it is. We're getting 1, 2. 1. Elder Sign.
Yay.
Wow, that's incredible, actually.
What's the other one?
And
Yeah,
that thing again. So I'll definitely resolve the Elder Sign, which means I would get like 1,000,000 clues, but I get 2. Milan already gave me a money.
What's your Elder Sign ability?
After this test, I may move again. Wow. So let's resolve that and then head out.
How many clues do we possess? Do we possess at least 6? Do we possess at least 6?
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
You venture out, and I have 2.
Nice.
You venture out into the Dark Vale with an attempt to map your surroundings. With the knowledge you've accumulated, you know that the source of the disturbances within the underworld cannot be in this region. There must be another way, perhaps a cavern or a tunnel that leads from the Vale to a place even deeper beneath the surface of the Dreamlands. As you approach the great stone wall from the end of the Vale, you pick up a foul scent, like sulfur and tar.
Ew.
You follow the stench until it leads you to a wide hole in the wall. We must spend 6 clues as a group. I can spend 2.
That's nice. Thank you. I'll spend 4.
Advance the current act.
Whoa.
Flip this card back over.
Wait, do we have 2 of those right now? Oh, we do, right?
Yeah. Will and Adoy.
Yeah, we didn't take any of those tests, so that's fine.
The hole becomes narrower and narrower as you make your way through the other side of the stone wall. When you finally emerge, you can find yourself at the shores of an enormous ocean of pitch-black tar. Webs of glowing violet energy spread across its surface, filling you with an uneasy dread. Could this be related to the horrors you witnessed in St. Mary's Hospital? Just as you're beginning to wonder what to do next, you discover several rowboats of black wood moored on a nearby cove. The hull of each is carved with a strange insignia. Is this luck or providence? Either way, you're determined to set off across the sea and trace its madness to its source. Put each of the set-aside depths location into play.
Okay.
Shuffle decide the descent into the pitch and agents of Atlachacha encounter decks into the encounter deck, along with the discard pile. So.
Oh man, come on, man, come on. We just like pro-stratted that up.
All right. The Black Expanse.
Oh, so shuffle the Agents of Bachelor, which I know is these guys, right?
Yeah.
And then also the dhole.
Dholes. As you traverse the tar-like sea of pitch, you begin to discern patterns in the unearthly web that glows below its surface. After an enemy with one or more clues is defeated, you get the clue. Find the source of the distortion. You'll be instructed on when to advance. Okay. So, we need to put out the new locations, which are...
The right here.
Oh.
All 4 of them.
And these are connected to each other and this plus. So can I do this? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And we'll go to those if we need to.
I'll just scoot this over here.
X is the number of damage tokens on the scenario reference card. Okay. So right now, so it gets more difficult, but right now it's Shroud 2, and it could get up to Shroud 4 before we fail.
So we got 4 Sea of Pitch there. We got the Vale of Panath, Crag. This guy's hanging out at City of Gugs.
And let's put up a bunch of clues, huh?
2 each. 2 each. Yeah.
I really like the imagery here. Deep with like you're on a rowboat going into the ocean. It's just super dark.
I know. We're on like the goth side of the Dreamlands.